Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Host Eddie Frederick.
So glad you can join us. St. Lucia's Prime Minister sworn in. The firebrand UWP Guy Joseph speaks. Stephenson King celebrates his vindication. And Jeremiah Norbert celebrates his historic win. These stories take center stage in the aftermath of a decisive SLP victory in St. Lucia's elections in today's edition of Caribbean Perspective for Friday 30th July 2021. Details when we return.
Did you know that your friends and family can now shop at the Food Fair from anywhere in the world and you can receive here in Grenada? The Food Fair and GrenadaMarket.com now make it possible through secure online shopping and personalized customer service. Simply send your loved ones a list of your preferred items or let them fill an online basket and the items will be available for pickup or delivery. Visit GrenadaMarket.com or thefoodfair.gd today for more details. The new norm. Spread the news.
Welcome back. Philip J. Pierre, officially sworn into office, promises to be the Prime Minister for all the people of St. Lucia.
Philip Joseph Pierre, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to St. Lucia, and I will uphold and defend the Constitution and the laws of St. Lucia, and that I will conscientiously and impartially discharge my responsibilities to the people of St. Lucia. So help me God.
In a brief and solemn ceremony Wednesday, the leader of the St. Lucia Labour Party, Philip Joseph Pierre, took his oaths and affixed his signatures to the official documents, becoming the 9th person to hold the office of St. Lucia's Prime Minister. The incoming Prime Minister, in his maiden address, spoke of his journey from a boy often underestimated to becoming an accomplished adult, now occupying the office of the head of government of St. Lucia.
It has been a long and difficult journey, one that began when a child born to Ogis, a policeman, and Evelyn, a teacher. This child grew to be a man, always underestimated, sometimes ridiculed as a stutterer. But only this child knew that with the help of God, patience, dedication, and hard work, he would one day rise to be able to serve his people with love and humility. I thank God for carrying me thus far. I shall require divine intervention and guidance in the coming days, and grace in fulfilling the hopes and aspirations for the people of St. Lucia.
Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre said he would remain faithful to his promise to be an inclusive leader who intends, along with the cabinet of ministers, to govern in the interests of the people of St. Lucia. Stanley Lucian for the HDS News Force.
Former Castries Southeast MP Guy Joseph has extended congratulations to the new Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Philip J. Pierre. The former senior official in the United Workers' Party administration was one of the biggest casualties of the 2021 election. HDS News Force managed to track down Joseph, who spoke to the news team.
Guy Joseph is speaking at length for the first time since his defeat at the polls in the 2021 general elections. The former Castries Southeast MP, who was first elected to office in 2006, lost to political rival Joachim Henry. Joseph, who thanked the electorate for their support over the years, hopes that projects started during his tenure continue.
I feel good about the representation that I have given. I was saying for the first time I woke up and I had nothing to do and it felt so good. I don't know that it will remain that way because when you're accustomed to working, you get bored after a little while. But, you know, it has been a very high level of intense politics for me for the last 15 years. And that is why I do not want supporters of the United Workers' Party in Castries Southeast to be disheartened by what has happened. I know it's a sad moment for all of us, but we will get over it. We will move on. We will do the things that we have to do, and life will go on. I want to let all of my supporters know that I will not abandon them. 15 years, we built a strong relationship.
Following a contentious campaign race, Joseph, who conceded, also congratulated Joachim Henry and Philip J. Pierre, the new Prime Minister of St. Lucia.
I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Mr. Henry on his victory and to wish him well in his representation of the constituency. I also want to congratulate Philip J. Pierre as the Prime Minister to be sworn in. We went hard at each other during the campaign, but that's part of political life. I want the government to do well, because if the government does well, then St. Lucia will fare well. If they do badly, then all of us will suffer the consequences of poor governance. So I'm hoping that they can get it right and do what is necessary for St. Lucia.
Independent candidate Stephenson King feels vindicated following victory at the polls on election day in St. Lucia. HTS's Solage Alfred reports.
I've been vindicated. I feel proud of my patriots who have stood with me throughout the campaign.
A moment of triumph for independent candidate incumbent Castries North-elect MP Stephenson King, sealing the deal on election night with a total of 3,643 votes. The former Prime Minister, recently divorced from the United Workers' Party, was able to defy the odds by vanquishing the UWP machinery.
The party turned all the guns on me, and I didn't worry with what they said. I just remained focused on what I've got to do. And the patriots who believed in me, believed in the message, understood what the message was, and committed themselves to it, certainly has brought the victory home to me.
King secured his seat in Parliament and says he looks forward to the next 5 years.
I'm prepared to work with anybody willing and ready to serve the people and not rule the people. This victory is rather important because it gives the country a moment to more or less recharge, to reset, and to get it right. Get it right for the people and for the country. I think what the people have done is to say stop for a moment and understand that the people matter most in this country. And I'm very proud to be part of this movement. I'm very proud to be involved. And I believe, going forward, we'll see a better and brighter St. Lucia.
On his history-making victory, King had this to say.
You made history today? Yeah. What did you say to that? Well, I made history. I beat the odds. There are many who said that independent candidates are never successful. It's very difficult for independent candidates to be successful. We have seen before members of established political parties moving away from the party and contesting as an independent candidate and losing. On this occasion, I've proven that it is about a relationship with the people throughout the years. And I've become victorious, certainly beating the UWP 2-1. And this is the might of the people, the patriots, who committed themselves to this cause.
King would capture 69.5% of the overall votes cast on election day in the Castries North constituency.
The hurricane season is now upon us, so we as Caribbean people need to remember to think safety and be prepared. Avoid venturing outside during a storm or hurricane, especially if there are strong winds. Rooftops and other debris are often blown about and can cause great damage.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick.
SLP candidate Jeremiah Norbert has made history after capturing the last bastion of the United Workers' Party, Micoud North. The former policeman pulled off one of the biggest upsets in St. Lucia's electoral history with victory over former Education Minister Dr. Gail Rigobert. Gina Felipe of HTS News Force reports.
There were scenes of celebration in the streets of Micoud North after the unthinkable happened. Micoud North is known as the crown jewel of the United Workers' Party, UWP, and has never wavered in its support for Flubbo until now. The last bastion of the UWP would fall on Monday, July 26, 2021, with SLP's candidate Jeremiah Norbert creating history with a major upset of two-term incumbent Dr. Gail Rigobert at the polls. Norbert, who lost a leg in a motorcycle crash mere months before the general elections, said the victory was about the welfare of persons above all.
Respect the people that elect you to represent them. And that is what has manifested today. Let me tell you, the power of the people is greater than the people in power. And let them know that. Yes. Oh yes, I told you earlier. We were just waiting for the polls to close so that we could have celebrated tonight.
Did the Compton family with that massive investment?
Yes, I must thank Lady Janice. I must thank Jen in Compton because they really helped me and they really supported me and rallied behind me.
Former Micoud North MP Janine Compton-Antoine had endorsed Norbert's run and supported his campaign on the road to victory. The daughter of one of the founders of the United Workers' Party, the late Sir John Compton, represented the constituency from 2007 to 2011. But she had been at odds with the party, claiming the party no longer resembles the UWP that Sir John built. Moreover, Janine has butted heads with the Alan Chasney administration.
It's not about red, yellow, black or white. It's about representation. And Jeremiah is the right representative. And I am proud to say that I stand with Jeremiah. And history was made today in Micoud. History was made with Jeremiah Norbert. And I'm proud to say that I was part of that history. And I look forward to seeing the progress that's going to happen with Micoud. And as I said, it's not about color. We are all here for Micoud North. We are all here for Monrepo. We are all here for Lapwet. We are all here for Passias. And so moving forward, Jeremiah is not the type of person that will victimize. He's not the type of person that will bring people down. He will look to uplift his community. So I urge everyone to unite behind Jeremiah.
Are you the family gave him a massive endorsement?
Well, yes, my mother spoke about it because she knows that Jeremiah is genuine at heart and that he only has the people of Micoud North at heart and the people of St. Lucia. So, you have to endorse those who will stand for St. Lucia, not those who will bring St. Lucia down.
The Micoud North seat was also contested by independent candidate Michael St. Catherine, who obtained 28 votes. Jeremiah Norbert won the seat by over 500 votes, with 56.5% of the vote, recording 2,283 ballots to Dr. Gail Rigobert's 1,731 votes. Some 81 ballots were rejected. Norbert has been hailed by observers for his courage in the face of adversity after losing his leg in a February 17, 2021 motorcycle crash. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.
Hubbard's big promotion is back. Live free for 1 year. Spend $50 or more in any Hubbard's department and receive a chance to win big prizes every month. Property or vehicle insurance for 1 year. Free internet, cable and data for 1 year. Free fuel for 1 year. Free cooking gas for 1 year. Free electricity for 1 year. Free drinks for 1 year. Extra cash account and the big free groceries for 1 year. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2021. Live free for 1 year with Hubbard's in association with Solgas, Flow, Grenadian General Insurance, Carib Brewery, Coca-Cola, Grenada Bottling Company, Grenlec, Communal Cooperative Credit Union, Dutch Lady Milk, Promo, Danny and Supreme. Terms and conditions apply.
I am Eddie Frederick, wishing you a restful weekend. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please continue to log on to CaribbeanPerspective.com for more daily news and more.